Hello everyone, and welcome for a new video on my channel Natixis Engineering. So today I will be discussing the Ubuntu uh, issue of the Wi-Fi or wired internet connection. So mainly if you freshly installed the new Ubuntu, you can face an issue of internet connectivity if you are using a wired or wireless Wi-Fi. So today in this tutorial today I will debug and I will show you what can be the cause of your issue. So I will demonstrate on my machine Ubuntu 20.04 LTS freshly installed. So I don't have any issue with the connectivity, but I will show you how to debug your issue. So let's start. So to start, we can open the terminal. So let's look at this. So first of the issue that can be your network manager is not started or is not correctly installed, or anyway it's really the reason you can check the network manager configuration. So note that network manager, since it's version 12, it's added a randomization of MAC address of Wi-Fi. So this can be done. Of the cause for this, we must add a line or modify it or check if it's already on this file. So we do sudo nano slash etc network manager networkmanager.conf. So password. So you have to ensure that wi-fi.scan random MAC address is disabled. So this should be disabled. So if you don't have this line, please add it. So exit with Ctrl X, yes, and we will restart the network manager. So to restart the network manager, we can do sudo service network manager restart. So it's already restarted. So we can check our connection using ifconfig command. So as I freshly installed my Ubuntu, ifconfig is contained in the package nettools, so I have to install it. So let's install it. Install nettools. Okay. So so we will try to update our index. Okay, it's fine. So we can type ifconfig. Okay, so we have an IP address here and everything works well. So if this solution doesn't work for you, we can still continue and debug the issue. So to debug the issue, we will, for wired connection, for example, or wireless, we can check the, so as I'm using an Ubuntu and it's a Debian-based distribution, so we will see the file named under slash etc network. So it's network interfaces. Let's see. Okay, so in the new version, you can see if abd. So for wireless, we can check this file. So it's a script. So we can navigate to the network. We can check those files if everything's configured correctly. So as you can see here, there is a lot of files to mention that what service should be called when, for example, when the interface is down, when the interface is up. So what to do? So I suppose here that everything is fine if you correctly installed any package or restarted correctly the network manager. But anyway, we will ensure that our networking service is correctly started. So to do that, you can do etc init.d networking manager restart. Okay, so everything is fine. So if everything is working fine, we can check the network manager status. So to do that, you have to type sudo system ctl status network manager name of the service. Go. So if you can see here that the network manager service is activated. Okay, so I can show you more. So if you want to, so if you want to check the status of the device known by the network manager, so network manager are the addressed your device, you can check this command. So nm cli d. Okay, so we can see here that I have an Ethernet connection named ENS33 that is connected on wired connection. So to know more about the connection that you have to type man nmcli. So nmcli based is a command line tool for controlling network manager. So I've used just the D to show you. So let me see. So for device, so you can use nmcli connection, for example, to see the net connection. So wired connection, and this is the UIID with Ethernet and used on ENS333. Okay, so if you have a wireless adapter, for example, you can use the command R to show the Wi-Fi hardware if it's connected or enabled. So just enable it for me, but I don't have a wireless adapter. So to monitor the network manager, you can use a command named nmcli monitor. And here you can see all the connection. So I don't have any connection now. So everything that you can see here, it's to monitor the network manager and the devices. So if everything is working well for you, you should have an internet connection, wired or wireless. So I want just to show you how to disable and enable an interface. So we can see our interface. For example, I will show you how to disable the Ethernet interface. So for my case, it's ENS33. So it will be sudo if down. So if down is not installed, so I will check for installing it. So if down is included on the package if up down, not in if down, if up down. Okay, so installing the servers. So everything is fine. So we can use if, so sudo if down ns33. Yeah. So mainly if down and if up commands use the file etc network interface. And as we don't have this file, so we will create it to use if down and if up. So to do that, we have to do sudo nano etc network. It's named interface. Okay. So we have this, and we will add auto, so for loopback, and iFace loopback init loop back. So it will be auto for the interface ENS33, and I will enable the DHCP init DHCP to get an IP address from the DHCP server. So to save it, you will have to type Ctrl X, yes, enter, and we have to restart our networking service. Okay, so we can check that the state is okay. So to not retape the same command that we have already taped in the same terminal, we can do Ctrl L, we tape status. Okay, this is our command. So the status of the service is activated. So we will try to run if down. Okay, so everything is working fine. We can check. Okay, so the interface is disabled. And to enable the interface, we can do if up. Okay, so as we can see here, the interface is enabled. The DHCP discover on the interface on the broadcast address, and he receive an address of 192.168.2.18.132 from the device. So we can check that our interface is enabled. Okay, the interface is enabled, so you can check all the interface with the command ifconfig.-a. So we have our interface of loopback and our interface that is connected on Ethernet. So I think with those two methods of debugging the connectivity, you should be fine. Else, I can show you more strategy to debug. So maybe you have a DNS issue because if you don't have a correctly DNS already set up, you cannot access or reach the internet. So to check the DNS configuration, you can see the file that is located under etc result.conf. Okay, so this is the default configuration. For example, to be sure that that we have a DNS correctly configured, we can use, for example, um, the IP of the DNS provided by Google, that is 8.8.8.8 or 8.8.4.4. So we will set up we will add the two, so name server 8.8.8.8 or name server 8.8.4.4. So this is for Google IPv4 name servers. So if you are interested to see the Google IPv6 name servers, I can give you the IPs. So name server 2.001 2.4860 4860 8888. Okay, so name server. Okay, name server for another server. So it's 2001 4860 4860 8844. So this is the the IPv6 name server for Google. So to just check the configuration and if you are connected or not, we can do a ping for the DNS of Google. Okay, so I'm already connected and the DNS of Google of the IP 8.8.8.8 is responding to my request. So we have just finalized this video. So if you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask me in the comment. So I will try to respond to all your requests. Bye.